Oh, sometimes on the homestead there are projects, folks, and I do mean projects. And today we are taking the screws out of the side of my 1950s Quonset. This building has been reskinned by me in 2011 and really hasn't had any love since then. It's just stored hay for us. And she's got a problem. It was built World War II style, with cedar boards here right on top of the concrete, and over time there's been moisture damage, there's been ants, you know the story, and when I grab onto it, it's literally falling apart. It's literally falling apart. I can't tell you how bad this is other than it's really bad. Matter of fact, I'm concerned that as the top pieces push off these boards because they're so rotten, that my Quonset is going to start sinking. So what do? You get a couple bottle jacks, you get a whole bunch of 2x8s and 2x6s, and some really long screws, and you screw them into your wall, and you lift up an entire Quonset building. Yep, that's right. I needed to get a Quonset building up 3 inches. So I bottle jacked the walls, and I put straps across so that they can't bow out. And I worked one section at a time, pulling them out using, I forget the brand, a PL version of liquid nails that's really meant for concrete adhesion. I had to cut out the old lag bolts that were into the concrete holding it in place, and I had to put down 2 new pieces of green treated wood. And that was fun too, because green treated wood is dimensionally thicker than 2 pieces of 1950s cedar board are. So that was a joy. But you know what? We did it. It took 8 of us about 8 to 9 hours, and we got it done. We jacked up the barn. We held its structure. We got the boards in place. We hammered, drilled into the concrete, set new anchors in. It's all glued down in place. And then at the very end, we pulled back in the legs that were out a little bit. Most of them were on the right spot, but some had pushed out a little. Pulled them back in and reattached the cedar with 2-inch screws down into the green treat. And trust me, folks, it was hot. It's been about 90 degrees out in this barn. It was pushing closer to 100 inside. There's no breeze, but the glue was drying well. The concrete edge is not perfectly level because it was built in the 50s, I'm imagining, but it's close enough, and it's still in good shape to risk saving this barn this way. And we just took our time with a lot of straps and a lot of bottle jacks. I think we ended up using 4 bottle jacks to do this, and we literally lifted up the walls about another 1/2 inch to get them 3 inches high so that we could get this dimensional lumber in there. The dimensional lumber is down on the concrete, and then once it's down, we kind of turn to the other side, fix the other side. We did kind of a bay at a time because we got like over 50 feet of this to do. And this is what we were left with. This is it. This is 100 feet of header. Boy, there's nothing left of it. There just is nothing left. It's just dust. It's ants and dust and nothing. The original structure, though, give it credit. It made it 75 years. Oh, it's just impressive. But Minnesota took its toll on it, and as you can see here, we're practically done. All I got to do is reattach the steel, which I'm doing on the outside right now. I'm just screwing it back down, and then we're essentially done, and hopefully we'll be blessed with another 50 years. All put back together, folks. It took us quite a bit of time. It took us the 4 farm hands and the kids and myself. We busted our butt, but this 1950s building is back up and looking beautiful inside. And you know what's nice? The roof line's back straight because all the sag was from these walls just kind of bowing out. It looks excellent again. I can't tell you how much a little hard sweat and work does. We rolled the bales back in, and we're stocked back up for the winter. There's 52 bales fit in this barn typically, and we've got them all in for the goats. Alfalfa Timothy brome mix. The dairy goats will be set for another year. I shut the door on this building, and I back away, and I thank God that he let us get this done. We basically saved probably a $50,000 building on the farm doing this. Be safe and repair your buildings like we did, and you'll last forever. Thanks, folks.